Libras, welcome to this channel. This is your new moon reading. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all are doing well. All right, so let's see what's coming through for you for this moon cycle. You can use this for your sun, moon and rising sign. If Libra is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Okay, and this new moon is happening in the sign of Aries, your opposite sign. And it's on the 29th, and it's also a solar eclipse, and solar eclipse always brings changes, and it's happening in north node, which is all about new beginnings. So let's see what's coming through for you. And if these messages resonates, if you find these messages helpful, do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with if you are watching for someone, share with them, spread the love. Thank you so much for your support. And if there is something you want to tell me, let me know in the put that in the comment section. Okay, all right, Librans, let's see. Librans, if you have a question for the cards, Libra, you can ask now. I will also be pulling out an oracle card at the end, so maybe you will find your answers here if you are looking for answers. All right, so Librans, your cards are Six of Pentacles. I'm gonna actually, all right, Queen of Pentacles, another Pentacle, so something to do with your finance. And then you have the Death card as well. I think the Death card showed up, I think, in your last reading or the one I did before that. Magician, lovely. And then King of Wands is also here. Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. All right, so let's see what's coming through. All right, so let's see. Okay, like I said in the beginning, this solar eclipse is all about changes, and that's exactly what we are seeing with the Death card. This has to do with some kind of transformation is what I want to say, but it's something that you are not comfortable with. Maybe you are coming out of you are doing something which is kind of difficult, but there is also an opportunity. So it could be a transition period for some of you. You have Magician as well, which is all about new beginnings. So for this to happen, something has to go, right? Something needs to end. So it could be internal for some of you. It could be, patterns, habits, beliefs, attitudes, things like that. So that is, there is a transformation happening in that area. Maybe you are changing up your beliefs. Maybe you are being more inventive, more creative. You have Queen of Pentacles as well. And you are coming up with new way of doing things, and it may not feel comfortable because you have been doing things in a certain way for this long, right? And now all of a sudden, if you want to change things up, it may not feel comfortable, but that is something you also know that you have outgrown certain things, right? It could be anything, Librans. It could be happening in the area of your relationships, your career, your personal life. Again, like I said, it could be internal for some of you guys, like your beliefs. Maybe beliefs are going through a transformation. Or it could be your place of living. Queen of Pentacles here also has to do with home. So maybe you are moving, changing homes, relocating, things like that. So something that may not feel kind of comfortable, but you are here, you are still doing it. And there is also an opportunity there, and you can see the opportunities because you are focusing on the possibilities, which is amazing. And so you are initiating these changes, which is amazing. And the sunrise here has to do with clarity, new insights, new information, a new morning, meaning you stepping into a fresh new beginning. Okay, so this is also, death is also about rebirth. This has to do with renewal. So you are moving into a new cycle, Librans. Again, it could be thought processes, like how you see yourself, your circumstances. It also has to do with forgiveness, and moving into a new cycle with clarity and purpose. Okay, so that's lovely. You are handling things beautifully here. And in the center of the center of the reading, you have Queen of Pentacles. You are blooming. That's what comes to mind when I see Queen of Pentacles. Look at this lush garden, and she is sitting there. She is not worried about things. She is not struggling with things. Instead, she is allowing things to unfold the way they want to, right? She is taking it easy and not worrying about things, So that's the energy you are embodying. So Queen of Pentacles is, maybe some of you guys, Pentacles energy is all about, our career, something tangible. So maybe, some of you guys are focusing on your career. Whatever it is that's important for you right now. For some, it's their career. For some, it's their relationships. For some, it's their health, things like that. So this is you feeling something, protective. It could be a project that you are working on. So something that's close to your heart, you are focusing on those things. And Queen of Pentacles here also has to do with abundance. Abundance comes in many ways. For some, again, it has to do with great friendships, great health. It could also be finance. Maybe there is a change happening in your financial situation. So abundance, prosperity, and career growth, things like that. So this is beautiful energy, and it could also be someone in your life that's important for you right now, because it's in the center of the reading. Queen of Pentacles is earth element, so it could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy coming through. Maybe these signs are in your chart, or it could be someone you are dealing with. So maternal energy, maybe you are taking care of someone, or someone is nearby helping you with things. So things like that. And when it comes to, it could also be you focusing on your health, okay, and growing something that's important for you. You are focusing on growth and your goals, your dreams. And because of that, you are letting go of certain things. Now you only want to, it's like you want to surround yourself with, beautiful things. People you can trust, people who you can talk to. So great friendships, and also beauty is also something that you are focusing on right now. Maybe you guys are making some changes when it comes to your physical body. It could be exercise, it could be you focusing on your diet, things like that. Or for some, it could be your home. Maybe you are thinking about beautifying, renovation, decoration, your garden. Maybe you are planting new seeds, things like that. So that's lovely energy. What I want to say is, it's like easy going, there is but with this, it feels like maybe the energy is shifting. It's like now it's time for you to get up and get going and declutter. For some of you, this is also the time when you are focusing on decluttering. So it could be again your home space, maybe you are getting rid of things that you don't want, or for some it could be your physical body, purification, staying more hydrated, things like that. So you are decluttering, and it may not feel comfortable because you are letting go of certain things that are occupying this space. Maybe it could also be mental space. Okay, so whatever it is that you are coming across now, for some it could be internal, so thoughts, beliefs, things like that. Or for some it could be your physical space. For some it could be both, because now you are in this energy, and you are like, okay, you know what, this is you moving into a new cycle. So you are like, okay, I want fresh. Within around that's what some of you guys are in. You guys are in that energy, so that's lovely. Cleaning up is what's coming through. So yes, some cleanups needs to happen, and you are rolling up your sleeves and getting your hands dirty. You are taking care of things. On the other hand, for some, this is also travel. If travel is, if that is something that you are planning, make sure that you are, you know, everything is in order beforehand. So be proactive, because you don't want to come across any issues later on. If it has something to do with a project or something that you are working on right now, just make sure that you know, you are saving everything. It could also be some kind of loss. Okay, it could be information. If you are working on a project or things like that, just make sure that you are saving things. So if there is a power outage or something, you are not losing information, okay, data. On the other hand, it could also be your home. Maybe you are focusing on it could be that you are changing homes, things like that. So it's something a little bit challenging, but you got this. All right, so yes, be proactive and take care of things. And if there is something like, for instance, if you are you know, here Six of Pentacles could mean entering into a contract, signing a contract. So it could be yes, so if you are signing a contract or something, and if you are making an you know, entering into some kind of agreement, make sure that you understand the terms, conditions, and everything is clearly communicated, so you don't have to worry about anything later on. But this is also you letting go of something. Like I said, it could be anything, relationships, something to do with your health, something to do with your daily routine, goals and dreams that doesn't resonate anymore, things like that. All right, with Magician's energy, yes, this is manifestations. So you want to keep your thoughts, feelings positive and optimistic. That's what's happening here with Queen of Pentacles. You being grateful, you being appreciative of what you are surrounded with, the beauty, you are noticing things, you are, you know, in gratitude, which is lovely. And whatever it is whatever it is that's falling away, maybe it's if you you know, it's about understanding that sometimes we have to let go of things that we have outgrown, right? That's part of life. So yes, it's not it's kind of challenging, but you know, endings are also about fresh new beginnings and also creating new experiences. So yes, take care of your health, Librans. It could also be health situation for some of you. So this is the energy that's ahead of you. The new moon is happening on 29th. So if there is something, like if you are working hard, or if you are you know, procrastinating things, you just want to make sure that you are taking care of things, so you don't have to worry about anything later. And health is something that you want to focus on. Okay, so yes. All right, Magician is all about manifestations. This is you being clear about what you want. Maybe that's the reason why you are letting go of certain things, you know. So this is you. This is clarity. This is a clear mind and focused intention, taking some inspired action towards your goals, whatever it is that you want to experience. Creativity, maybe some of you guys are focusing on a creative project, something like that, and you need to you know, create space for whatever it is that you are taking up, so you can stay committed and focused. So yeah, a clear mind and knowing what you want and then going for it, which is beautiful. And you have what it takes. King of Wands, yes, another power card. This is a card of leadership, and doing the work, making an effort, doing the work, taking things in your own hands, and prioritizing, organizing, staying more organized, staying more focused. Yes, and then you have Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Similar energy. This has to do with freedom. This is about independence. You, like both these cards are about independence. You not waiting around for someone to come and, do things for you. Instead, you are taking, you are doing what needs to be done. And then with Knight of Swords, yes, rushing. Communication, just be mindful of communication. We are still in retrograde. I'm not sure when the retrograde is ending on April 7th. But then the shadow period is another 2 weeks. So maybe end of April is what we are looking at. So communication, just be aware, what's happening and how you are expressing yourself and things like that. Avoid making any assumptions. If there is something you are doubtful about, ask questions and try and understand the situation before responding. That's important. Be it written communication, verbal communication, whatever it is, it's important to really understand and have the whole information before you say or do something about it. Okay, otherwise it will come back. So this also has to do with self-judgments. Just be aware of that. If you are coming across some people's opinions, things like that, know what this is all about, and you don't want to let it affect you. Okay, so be aware of self-criticism, self-judgments, and how things are affecting you and things like that, so you don't have to go through this energy. All right, so Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card of entering into an agreement, but this doesn't look like an equal partnership, Librans. So be it people in your life, be it a job situation or a business partnership, collaboration, whatever this is, if you are entering into a contract, know what's best for you, what the terms and conditions are and things like that. It could also be you hiring people, yeah. So that's nice. You are, getting some help here. If there is something you need to accomplish, you are letting other people help you with things, and so that's nice. All right, so now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards for you. So if it's something to do with your financial situation, if you are taking up a new job, or something to do with your business, things like that, do negotiate. That's important. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you are getting the best deal. For some, the Queen of Pentacles here also has to do with a deal. It may have something to do with a property. Maybe you are investing in property, you are buying a new home, land, or something like that. Or it could also be something to do with your vehicle. The Death card may have something to do with your vehicle here. Or, maybe some of you may come across some maintenance issues, and you are taking care of that as well. So investing, it could also be you investing in yourself, maybe learning. It could be a creative project. It could be something to do with your career. So Librans, your message for this moon cycle is setting up parameters, number 43. Yes, number 43 adds to number 7, and number 7 is the Chariot's energy in tarot. And Chariot has to do with, again, our interpersonal relationships. Maybe you are it could be that you are, like I said, entering into a contract. You are signing some agreement here. So maybe you are working with people who are different, you know. Maybe they don't do things the way you do. Maybe their ideas are different, beliefs are different, things like that. But there is also uh, it could be, you know, maybe it will work for some of you because it will help you see things from a different perspective. But it all depends upon the situation. If to if that understanding is not there, then it can also lead to conflicts, disagreements, things like that. So that is something to be mindful of. So before you, if you are hiring or if you are taking up a new job, it's important to understand what the expectations are and what you are trying to get out of this relationship. Okay, whether it's personal life, you know, career, business, things like that. So that clear communication needs to happen, so everybody is on the same page. So the message is assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries require an honest evaluation of your present relationships. All right. With Six of Pentacles, Libra, what I want to say is this is someone who, it could be either your energy or it could be somebody else, okay? Maybe the priorities are different here. If you are entering into a new relationship, just be mindful, um, you know, to have that conversation. It all depends upon your expectations. And you know, before you make a commitment or anything like that, just make sure you understand everything clearly, because it could be that maybe their priorities are different, or it could be that your priorities are different. So you know, you just don't want anyone to get disappointed at the you know, end. So clear communication is extremely important. Is a relationship taking away from other areas of your life? Are you getting off track because of demands that are seeping into your personal life? If the primary reason for your connection with another is no longer a benefit, or if the relationship seems to be in a never-ending loop, it's time to make the decision to set some new boundaries. If you are being challenged personally, you will need to remain emotionally mature in dealing with the negative energy from others. You need to be clear in your own mind about what your boundaries are. You get to determine what is and is not acceptable on an emotional level. You are more than capable of being level-headed and in control of your emotions. Use your emotional intelligence to make smart decisions. Remember to not let circumstances or whims sway you from your own core belief system and morals. This is also a reminder to reinstate boundaries you already have in place. The clown triggerfish is so named due to the various spots and colorful markings that appear on the fish. It's almost if the fish is wearing a clown costume or a makeup. Clown triggerfish are very territorial and protective of their environment. The clown triggerfish is fearless and will protect its boundaries. It doesn't care if it's much smaller than a threatening predator. It will relentlessly confront its foe. All right, and that's what's coming through on the death card. I was wondering what's going on here because you have some beautiful cards here, Libra. So it could be an emotional situation. It could be, yeah, partner. It could be business related, your career, or it could be your personal life. So some boundaries needs to be communicated. It's about setting clear boundaries is important, okay? So be proactive. This is the energy that's coming your way. So if you know what this is all about, so it's time to maybe be proactive and have a conversation, so you don't have to go through this. So don't wait for the last moment. All right, it could be yeah, friendships, personal relationships, things like that. So Librans, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. If yes, then do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, let me know what you think, and also share with whoever needs to hear these messages. Thank you so much for spreading the love. Thank you for being here. And I will sending you all new moon blessings. Please take care, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye.